Hey guys, welcome back. So first thing we're going to do is prime our eyes. I'm using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Just getting it all over my lid and in my inner corner to make sure our eyes are completely prepped and all our redness is canceled out for the eyeshadow to show through. I'm gonna go into the Pastel Goth palette by Kat Von D. I'm gonna take this beautiful blue, sky blue shade called Doom on a Morphe brush. I forget the name. I'll list everything I use down below though. And I'm just going to blend this all throughout the crease. Now this look has some kind of ugly stages, especially right now. Like you're going to see eyeshadow looking a little choppy and like just having weird shapes. But don't worry, I do a lot of different things to help clean it up in the end. So it's all going to come together. I promise. I'm gonna take this shade called Mochi. This is a Sugarpill eyeshadow. It's lighter than the color we used previously. It's like turquoise green. I'm just blending above to help blend out the color and also add a more sort of dimensional finish to this look right now. I'm taking this all throughout the crease, the inner corner, outer corner, blending it upward, going in windshield wiper motions first, and then going in circular motions. So I'm using the Smashbox Covershot palette in the blue shade called Poolside. I'm going to use this to define the crease a little bit. This step isn't totally necessary because, see, this look, I sort of winged it and then I sort of did other things and sort of played with it as I went along. So some steps I do aren't necessary, and I feel like this is one of those steps because you're going to see I kind of do stuff that completely covers that blue anyway in just a minute. But as of now, I want to sort of define the crease a little more and create some dimension. So I put that in the outer V of my eye and then I blended it throughout with the same brush that I used to blend Mochi. Then I'm going to take the Imagic cream colors and I'm going to put some cream colors as like a base on the eye. This is going to help the eyeshadows I put over top of them pop. So I'm taking this turquoise color and I'm putting it in like the inner part of my lid with a nice flat synthetic brush and make sure I blend it through. And then I'm going to take this darker navy blue shade, and not navy blue, like a dark blue shade, and I'm just going to put this in the outer corner. And I like to do this because it really helps powdered shadows pop when you put them on top of this, like a base of a similar color, and they also help set each other in place and make your eye look last longer throughout the day. So I definitely recommend doing this. And I went a little overboard accidentally with the blue, but that's okay. The good thing with cream color shadows is that they're very easy to fix mistakes because they blend so seamlessly. So I'm just taking more of the blue and blending over top of it. Then I'm taking the Unicorns Unite palette from Makeup Revolution. I'm taking this metallic sapphire shade and I'm going over the blue cream color that we had previously. I'm just blending them throughout to make sure it has a seamless finish. And then I'm actually taking the brush and blending over top of the color to make sure it's blended into the crease a little bit better. Then I'm going to take this beautiful, oh my god, this blue shade from this other Makeup Revolution palette. I'll list the exact name of it down below. I've wanted to use this color for a look, you guys, for ever. And today was finally the day. So I'm just putting this on the inner part of my lid where I put the turquoise. And then I'm going to take the brush that I had the darker blue on and just blend them together to give them more of a gradient as opposed to a harsh stopping point in the middle. And now I'm taking this Stila Magnificent Metals. I just wanted to use this because I want this look to be super glittery, and the shadow is very glittery. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals and the shade Metallic Cobalt, and I'm just putting that over top to give it sort of like a glitter finish. I'm going to take Mochi again, that Sugarpill shadow. I'm going to blend above the crease. I zoomed out at this point. I don't remember exactly why I zoomed out. I just did. So sorry about that. And I'm just sort of blending. I'm also going to take this white shade called Skull from the Pastel Goth, and I'm using this as a brow bone highlight. But this is also going to help clean up the shadow underneath and just make it look a little less, I guess, chalky and chunky. This trick is a lifesaver. I highly recommend it. If you find your shadow is looking really weird when you finish blending, it usually saves it. So now I'm gonna go in with the Sleek makeup palette in Midas Touch. I'm gonna take the blue shade and like the pearlescent shade and mix them together and put those on the inner corner of the eye. As you can see, this really brightens up the look and sort of makes it a little more together. And I'm also taking some of the blue shade and just sort of redefining it. Sometimes when you blend out shadows, you have to like redefine the color when you like are finished blending. And I'm taking this liner. I think this is an Urban Decay liner. This is the 24/7 eye pencil in the shade LSD. Just a dark blue, perfect for this look. Now, moving on to the face, I'm taking the Cover FX Anti-Acne Mattifying Primer. This is my favorite primer ever at the time, and I totally, completely ran out of it, just flipping up my nose ring, and I totally, completely ran out of it, but I might repurchase it because I love it that much. It's super mattifying, and it helps my skin not hate me after I wear my makeup. Then I'm going in with the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and this is the Mikasa Oval Technobrush. I'll link it down below. I am an affiliate with Mikasa Beauty, so if you are interested in any of their brushes, which are amazing by the way, you can use the code JOEBEAUTY25 to get 25% off. And feel free to email me if you have any questions about any of their brushes. But yeah, I'm just blending this all over my face. And this isn't like a full coverage foundation, so you're going to see some of my redness peeking through. But worry not, because that's what concealer is for. I'm going in with a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to blend it out with the Real Techniques Contour Brush, which is actually my favorite brush for concealer at the moment. And this concealer, there's a reason why it's so popular, you guys. It is no joke. Like, see how full coverage this is and how this blends out and just completely erases everything, even like the tiniest amount. Like, watch me do my under eye. Ready? Ready? Oh my god, you guys. This concealer really is fantastic, unlike anything I've ever used. So it really is worth the hype, and I think it's definitely worth the money, especially considering like I've had this for like months and I'm still like just now running out of it. And I used it constantly. Like I've used this every day for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And you can just see that, look at the difference, you guys, like between the two sides of my face, like how like my redness is like completely gone. Love is an understatement with that concealer. Now I'm taking the Ben Nye Super White Powder, and I'm going to use this on my high points. I'm going to sort of like do a fake bake, we can say, to sort of set my makeup and sort of brighten it. This powder has like white pigment in it, so it really highlights if you have really fair skin. And I wanted this look to be really bright, so the colors like sort of pop and contrast onto it. I'm going to look like a fucking vampire when I'm done, but that's the look I was going for. Just so you know. And now I'm actually going to take a powder puff and bake with this powder. I'm going to do on my high points and sort of pack it in. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Coty Airspun powder in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I use this one because I felt like even without the concealing, some parts of my skin were still peeking through. When I feel like that happens, I go in with this powder because this powder does have a small amount of coverage to it, and it sort of like finishes the job that the foundation did, in addition to setting the makeup, if that makes any sense. So I'm just buffing this into my face with a Real Techniques powder brush. Then I'm dusting away all the excess powder that we had. And then I'm going to actually go in with another powder. I didn't show it, so I'm going to show it on the screen over here. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Ethereal Light. And this is going to sort of create a sheen to my face as opposed to making it look so matte and powdery. This is like a highlighting powder, but it's a very soft highlight. So it can be used like anywhere on the face and on your under eye. And it can also be built up as a highlight as well. It's a very interesting and versatile product. It is expensive though. So I'll link that down below if you're interested. And anyway, I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm taking the lightest shade and I'm using that to contour. The reason why I use the lightest one is because I didn't really want any warmth on my skin. I just wanted it to be like a pure gray contour. And I'm just going to pack this on my motherfucking face because I don't have time. I have a contour and highlight video if you want to see me do this process in detail. I'm just going to kind of skim through it right now though, because I can link that video down below and you can watch that if you're interested in my contouring and highlighting process tutorial. Now I'm going to take some Milani blush in the shade Delizioso Pink, and I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. This is a nice cool toned sort of magenta-y pink. Perfect for this makeup look. Now I'm taking some MAC pigment in the shade Vanilla. I used to be so ride or die for this product. Like this product, I used the crap out of this back in the day. I'm using this to highlight my cheekbones and also highlight the top of my brow. I'm also going to take some of this NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the shade Platinum, and I'm actually going to use this on the highest of my high points because this is a glitter explosion look, and I want the glitter to be like there, like all over my face. So I'm actually taking this on all of my high points, as well as the top of my cheekbones, and then just blending it in with a brush. I'm going to be really extra, you guys. I'm even putting this on my forehead. And once I did that, I realized I wanted my face to be a little more blended. So actually what I did is I took the powder puff that I used to put the powder on, sort of melded my face together by patting in up and down motions. This is sort of help everything sort of blend together a little more and look a little more cohesive. I do this sometimes and I feel like I need a little more blending of like everything. Now it's time for the Glitter Tears, darling. So I'm taking the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm sort of just painting on like a teardrop shape. When you go in with glitters, you want to use a base of some sort. And then I'm taking the two NYX glitters. One of them is in the shade Blue, and the other is in the shade Crystal. I'm putting the shade Blue on first, in that same like teardrop shape, over top where we put the glitter primer. With this just like random brush. I don't even remember what it is. I think it's from like some palette I got. And then I'm going over top with the shade Crystal, and this really changed the look. Like it gave it the most amazing dimension. I love this glitter so much in the shade Crystal. It just gives everything like a 3D two-dimensional effect because it's not like a true silver. It has like other like reflex in it, like blue and purple and green. So it just really gives the whole sort of entourage more dimension. And then I did that little thing where I snapped my fingers and just had makeup on my face. And then I'm going with my lips. I'm taking the NYX lip liner in the shade Fuchsia to line my lips. And then I'm taking this Clinique lipstick. I totally forgot the name, but I'll figure it out and list it down below. I'm just filling my lips in with this. And then I sort of like use the lip liner to blend the edges a little more. And then I took this Sephora gloss, which I also forget the name of. Everything will be down below. I know, I need to get it together. I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm just sort of giving this a glossy finish because that's what I wanted. And that's pretty much it.